Welcome back. Missed deadlines are not new in our country. But when it comes to health, delays and postponements are not an option. Look at what's happening in Mumbai, for example. The BMC unveiled a plan to tackle pollution on April 1st. The plan included a number of SOPs and guidelines that were to be followed by all industries. The crux of that plan was oversight. Separate committees were supposed to be set up to ensure that these guidelines would be followed. 6 days later, the plan is showing no signs of being implemented. The oversight committees have not been formed. Some officers say they haven't even received a copy of the SOPs and guidelines. So much for tackling pollution. After much pressure from Mirror Now, Mumbai's Guardian Minister Deepak Kasekar has said that work will begin immediately. But when politicians say immediately, you know it could be in the next 24 hours or in the next 1 year. The minister was speaking exclusively to my colleague Shrushti. Listen in.
कॉर्पोरेशन क्या करता है इससे जो हमारा डिपार्टमेंट है इसको एनवायरनमेंट डिपार्टमेंट बोलते हैं तो कॉर्पोरेशन को भी फाइन कर सकता है कॉर्पोरेशन का कोई भी काम बंद भी कर सकता है लेकिन एमएमआरडीए की पूरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी जिस मुंबई कॉर्पोरेशन पे दी गई है वहाँ के जो चेयरपर्सन है उसके जो कमिश्नर है चेयर साहब उन्होंने एक कमेटी गठित की थी वो संजीव साहब जो है उनके नेतृत्व में बनाई गई थी मैंने उस कमेटी की भी मीटिंग ली है और उसमें जो इमीडिएटली इम्प्लीमेंट करना है उसके बारे में उनको बताया गया था.
Richa Pinto is special correspondent of the Times of India in Mumbai. She's someone who tracks pollution in the city very closely. Richa, hi, good evening. Thank you. Always good to have you on the show. Any special comments on what the minister is saying? I mean, I would say tariq pe tariq, you know. Yes, we have a plan. That plan is on paper. We'll implement it soon, but this soon never comes for our politicians.
So Shreya, the thing is, if you've gone through the the dust mitigation plan, which the 7-member committee has formulated, it has emphasized a lot on self-certification. For instance, self-certification by the project proponent, the surveyor, land surveyor, or the developer. That, you self-certify if your construction site is meeting the dust mitigation measures. Now, the problem is to what extent are you going to tap whether they are self-certifying rightly or not? Because as you know, we are presently seeing that there are 11,000 plus construction sites operational in Bombay. So, do we have the wherewithal to actually go and check these sites, whether all of them are self-certifying to the right way? Another of the point in the plan, dust mitigation plan mentioned is about, paving of unpaved roads or not leaving loose soil in your garden areas. While it's of course a good move, but paving of unpaved roads also mean that you are not allowing your rainwater to absorb in the ground. In a city where we every year on year see that there is water accumulation during the monsoons taking place, this would need to be thought about again, I feel.
My last question to you is this. With what the government has said, with its plan in place, with what they have done or not done so far, and with all their utterances we have heard in the last couple of months when Mumbai's pollution levels have been peaking, is it your sense that they are serious about tackling pollution, or are they saying and doing things under pressure so that as soon as public scrutiny is away from them, they can just sit back and chill and do nothing about the problem at hand?
See, I think we have to give them the due that they've acknowledged the problem. We have come out with a plan, which was nowhere in sight all this while. So I think we have to acknowledge that. But they need to get moving, I feel. They have suggested ward level committees who are supposed to submit a compliance report on the 5th and the 20th of every month to the BMC higher ups. So I think somewhere or the other, this needs to move fast. We need to show that we are making a difference.
That's true. We'll leave it there, Richa Pinto. Thank you very much. Always good to get your perspective on stories that are coming out of Mumbai. Thank you so much for joining us.